welcome Mr. Ric Flo. Big it up, brother.
What's good? What's good? Ric Flo in the building. Oh, if you're tuned in, make sure you hit me up. Instagram Ric Flo Music. You know how it is.
It's all about the social media. We're gonna get yours later, Livy. Here. Yeah, it's all about the social media.
Standard.
Yeah. So how you been, brother? All right.
Bro, blessed. Tired, but blessed.
Yeah. Been busy working, yeah.
Bro,
been working.
I've been on some Elon Musk flex where I'm like sleeping 3-4 hours, just trying to bang out tracks like I'm Tupac. It's been a mad one, but it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're pretty active on a lot in ya. Like, I see your social media in and like, yeah. It seems like you're always busy.
Yeah. I'm glad it's going to be Easter weekender, basically.
Yeah, go for a chill out.
I'm going to relax.
Yeah. So come, tell us where it all started. Tell us what you're all about and everything.
Right. So Ric Flo, as I said, how did it all start? You know what? I'll say the way it started seriously was that I knew that, you know what, with the legends saying that hip-hop is the voice of the voiceless, and when I say legends, there's many legends, but let's say Chuck D, I'm going to take it back that far. I always wondered why I never heard the perspective from a young person in foster care. And I was in foster care in Bournemouth. I was in Hackney before, so I was like, I've never heard from the perspective of someone in care. So I was like, you know what, that's my vision, that's my mission, that's what I've got to fulfill. And without going into the spirituality side of why that was the reason, that's what basically made me take music seriously. Whereas before, it was just like talent shows. It's just like winning talent shows, having fun, being Will Smith, being fucking Eminem, Dr. Dre, whatever I was allowed to do at school, that was the way. But then it was like, you know what, nah. You got to tell your story, because that's what hip hop's about. So that's where it started. And then cool. I guess fast forwarding on, Bournemouth hasn't got a scene, but Southampton's like the next big thing, let's say. And then we're supporting Kalashnikov, Jest, Low-Key. A couple of my friends were supporting Sway, so yeah, that was the foundation. And then come to London to do our thing and go to university, and then now we're here. Yeah,
because you're also part of Jungle Brown, isn't it?
Jungle Brown's the crew. Jungle Brown has just been signed quite recently as well to a small label. And we're releasing our first single through that label May 3rd, so that's going to be pretty exciting because we've done Love Box, Glastonbury, Boomtown all independently and quite organically. So to actually have a machine behind us, well, I hope it's a machine, then it's like, I'm excited to see what can happen now.
Yeah. So how did you start on the festival scene? Like where'd that link up come from in the first place? Like being independent, like not assumably not having any kind of
backing and all that.
PR and management. Like how do you break, like, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that will be interested in this. You know, how do you get from the point where you're just kind of it's cool, your mates mucking about, okay, let's record some stuff, to okay, all of a sudden, look, we're at festivals playing our music.
Yeah, I've probably missed out some of the history because I'm aware that, I ain't got that much time. So, all right, cool. So what happened is that, funny, we're all solo artists, and as I said, I have my vision about what I want to do as a solo artist, but it's weird sometimes you don't always get what you want. So it's like we got a studio together, and the group project was a throwaway project. It was like a side project, not throwaway project, side project. So it's like, we're like, oh yeah, let's just do this like 3-track EP on the side there, but we're solo artists. Threw the 3-track EP out there that had beats from like Pete Rock, some obscure Dilla beat, and some Mos Def beat apparently. Didn't even know where the beat come from. We just done our thing on it. Did a video. Lyrics Organics got in contact with us. Lyrics Organics are about championing actual lyrics and poetry. Yeah. Shout out to Dan Su behind that. He was doing a Beats, Rhymes and Life Tribe Called Quest film screening for the documentary. And one of our songs called Full Time, which was actually, it's funny, I don't think he knows this, but it was actually a Dilla Q-Tip beat.
Yeah.
So he got us, because of the song, he got us to warm up the film.
Oh, sick.
And then they had like Ty and a few other, shout out to Ty, a few other rappers doing a discussion about where hip hop's at. So that is where we met someone who basically knew our manager, who basically distributed our music to Spotify, XYZ.
Yeah.
And Dan, Lyrics Organics, the original contact that we did our first gig as a group he owns a stage at Glastonbury and Love Box and Boomtown.
Just like that.
So it was just the stars aligned at a mad time. Yeah. So just lucky.
So to anybody listening out there that wants to go play festivals,
Lyrics Organics, get in contact with them.
Yeah,
but you got to have your bars on point, I swear down, because like Lyrics Organics, they've like, who else have they had? They've had Shay Lingo, he's wavy. They've had Koji Radical. They're serious about bars. To be honest, they're trying to get female bars at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to get like they're on, like, say like Misha B. Shout out to Misha B. She's got a song called Rosa Parks Flow. Insane song. Misha B has an X Factor background, but if she keeps on doing them Rosa Parks flows type of songs, which I think she knows she has to pull out the bag, then I think she's going to be one of them people.
Yeah.
And they love Lil Sims, obviously. Like people like, so basically, I think their thing, without talking to them, literally from what I've seen on social media, they want to get more female rapper presence on their stages. I mean, there's not a lot of female rappers.
There isn't. There's obviously you got the ladies that did done the tour, haven't they?
Shady, shout out to Shady. Shady's real
tremendous,
cool, hard worker. Tremendous, yeah. They've had tremendous. She's a barza. They like Lil Sims. They've done a project with Lil Sims. But there's not a lot. Obviously, there's Miss Banks, there's Steph London. But I can't even name anymore. I can, Nadia Rose. But this is what I mean. I need to think.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Off the top of the head is a bit difficult. Like
it's
go.
You know what I mean? But whereas guys, I can name guys for days. But anyway, so Lyrics Organics, they're a real sick organisation. And they're not your typical, let's follow the rest of the scene. They're from a poetry background. So if they feel they can hear poetry within what you're doing, then boom.
Yeah, cool. All right, so let's go back to you then. Like, where, like, because I find your music very meaningful. You know, obviously you said about your inspiration from your growing up and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, what was it that influenced you to bring that into your music and not kind of go down the standard? Like, because I feel like it's quite a simple thing initially just to go into the straight kind of bars, kind of route, and then like pursue that. So what
you need an element.
That?
You need an element of both. But I guess what happened initially is that, to be honest, like, how can I explain it? Like, I was quite inspired by legends that people know, Tupac, Lauryn Hill, and when you come from that, line of thought, it's like, who are the Lauryn Hills and Tupacs of today? Is it just, especially 2013, 2012, like, because I used to be like them other guys. I used to do like money, hoes and clothes. Like, I need to get my money in it.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a few tracks that no one's going to hear ever again. But my initial track, actually, if it comes to like intuition and like where did your heart come from on your first initial demo, my initial track that many people might not know was called Believe, and it had a simple chorus. It's like, if you believe, then you succeed. If you don't, you won't. Get money or get broke. Very simple chorus. But the thing is, when you look at Law of Attraction and all these things like The Alchemist, I was basically saying that at like 12, 13. Like, if you believe in these, I don't know where it come from. It's just like an innate like vessel for a message. So yeah, I guess it's a spiritual thing. Music is a spiritual thing. So I think it just came from just knowing that, without knowing like Fela Kuti and his sort of message and how he looks at music. If you're doing this, take it seriously, innit, because there's something in the water.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. Right, should we play one of your tracks now?
Which one do you want to play?
I wanted to play Just Another.
Oh,
yeah.
All right,
just
cool.
just playing it.
You know what? I just want to put a little disclaimer.
Yeah, go on.
My first project was like therapy for me. Art is therapy, so you're gonna hear bars sooner or later. But this track is where it started, so you can don't judge me. Judge the bars later on. We're all going on a summer holiday. Home alone from the age of 5, working a 9 to 5 to keep us alive. So when the summer holidays came, it's not exactly like I had the best time. This is all I knew before. She said, read your books and never open the door. Make sure to do the house chores, wash your clothes, clean the floor. You know where the dustpan and brushes, day in the life. This is how I spent my summers, enclosed in the box. Hearing the joy outside from kids had me thinking, why am I in this slot? Looking out the window from the high-rise block, looking down at life, but I never felt like God, far from it. My
ruin in the clothes in the closet, cockroaches in the kitchen, enough to make a wheezy kid vomit, but not me. I just did my chores and watched TV.
You can find me in Hackney, chilling in the backseat. Was I just another kid in your world? In your world, was I just another kid in your world? Was I just another kid in your world? Was I just another? He's just another one of them. Hey, yo, fuck him.
Hey, did you ever scan through Littlewood's catalogue, picking the best item on the page, knowing full well you can never get the item, like you're a pawn in your own game at home, cause you have to, occupying yourself with what little that you can do. I had a couple matchstick cars, how about you? They soon got chucked away, discipline was the game. It's memoirs of a kid who never had nothing. I'm just telling you how it was like on the estate. Imagine when I went to class when school started again. Yeah, I had lots of fun, summer was great. Hey, I was getting food on my plate. Who knows what could have happened if I was out on these streets? I guess when you see another way of life, you can't help but question the world that you've seen.
You can find me in Hackney, chilling in the backseat. Was I just another kid in your world? In your world, was I just another kid in your world? Was I just another kid in your world? Was I just another? He's just another one of them. Hey, yo, fuck him.
Hey, we on the search for something better to get out this quarry, cause I've seen the same shit since all I know. Now is it that hard to get out the ghetto?
Back up in the studio, caught Ric Flo off with that one, yeah? You want to say something about that, yeah?
You know what, I didn't see that coming. Hey guys, that project's like 7 years old, 8 years old, some madness like that. But you know what I would say is that although there's parts of me that I want to take it off iTunes, Spotify, all them places, I work with foster kids now, and I wouldn't be working with foster kids if I didn't release that project. So sometimes, regardless of your artistry getting better, if you have a meaning to your songs, like, just know you did it for a reason.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is, though, is right. You can say what you want, but that's who you are.
You know what it is. You know
that's where you've come from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. But you know, it's one of them things where it's not what you do, it's how it's done.
Yeah.
So like Ed Sheeran, I've heard him talk about keep on just writing shit songs. Like it's like a tap. Like shit's coming out the tap until the clean water's coming out, and I felt like that was the shit coming out of me. And then now I'm at this, you know, the water's got flavour now, so it's calm.
The nice flavour, yeah, not the first one, alright? Because that would have still had flavour.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Maybe just not everybody's cup of tea.
It had the raw energy of who I am. So like in the second verse, I mentioned about, did you ever look through Littlewood's catalogue, picking the best item on the page, knowing full well you can never get the item, like you're a pawn in your own game. Like that's basically demonstrating the poverty I was living in, isn't it? Like it's like high-rise flat in Hackney, looking out the window and counting like the red cars that go past and watching WWF. I'm like looking through a Littlewood's magazine, like imagining what I could have in my 6 weeks holiday, just bunged up in this flat.
The thing is
about... So yeah, it tells it, but I just think, you know what I mean? Like, when you know the levels of the MCs and you know the levels of yourself better, yeah, it's like, I know I could have said that story in a much better way and less bars. Like, I got a bar recently where I just say, my PlayStation was imagination. Like, that pretty much speaks to, like, what I'm talking about. Like, I didn't have a PlayStation. Like, I had to use my imagination to... whatever, you know what I mean? So,
okay, alright. So, on that note, should we do one of your newer ones?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, please.
Let's go.
Yes, please.
Well, it's not actually new. This is actually 3 years old.
I said newer.
Yeah, newer. Yeah. But if there's a track that if I died tomorrow and there was a track that represented me, in the most part, which is quite hard in 3 minutes, this track is the closest thing.
Yeah. All right, you're gonna introduce it.
Yo, this is Ric Flo, and this track is called "Do You."
Forgot to mention this is live up in the studio. Yeah.
Don't know. Live on HFM. Captain Cole, like what? Music video out tomorrow, Good Friday. You know what it is. Oh, you want me to do it live? Yeah. Oh, scene, I wasn't ready for that.
Nah.
Hey, pull up. I thought you were gonna play the actual tune.
Nah, come man.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, cool. Let's get my rap game on. All right.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm born ready, bro. I just wasn't ready for that.
You sure?
I thought you were playing. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Am I dropping it now? Yeah.
Yes, you're dropping. Let's go. Yeah, it's Ric Flo, Captain Cole, Itch, FM radio, and this is how we go, like. Listen, it's amazing to know what I create is resonating with young kids caught up in a similar mix, connecting first hand. I travel the land, jamming with bands, inspirational energy to run tracks. Now I can't hold back or lose slack. I know what I represent, I seen the impact. Each one, teach one, you gotta give back, cause you never know how you can change your life with the words you rap. A role model, I never could imagine that. Now I just wanted to write raps inspired by boom bap and all the MCs that come with it. Find my philosophy in this hip-hop we live in, encapsulated in my spirit. Vivid imagination, flipping adversities into animation. I'm not a product of my past, projecting free thoughts, not living behind bars. So be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Yeah, you need to be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Listen, cause you're a superhero too. So be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Yeah, you need to be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Listen, hey, so what inspired a boy called Rick, a child called It? One kid's courage to survive, all that all-ish. Real life stories, the essence of hip-hop in all its glory. Giving me fire for the torch, translate my poetry into musical form. Knowing full well the sunshine after the storm. The vision got me seeing clearer than ever, and to share my passion is a pleasure. Music lives forever, so when I'm gone, my spirit will live on. Letting people know you can transform your outcome, whatever the context, you're blessed. And don't let anyone tell you less. Say yes to life, you deserve it. Cut out the vermin, they're not worth it. Keep on working on you, let your soul shine through, stay true. That's all you got to do. So be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Yeah, you need to be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Cause you're a superhero too. So be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Yeah, you need to be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Yeah, like a drop of inspiration, I ripple straight through. Spread my energy beyond the visible, the contact spiritual, the universal language, the architect for miracles. Life imitating art in the physical, kinetic, uplift your mood, change the setting. Working with the law of attraction, attracting my blessings. See the lesson, self-educated, the native, beyond the matrix, adaptive, creative, the lightsaber. Trials to triumph from the maker, awaken when I enter gear, but elevation, the statement relate with. Work from the wise, raise it up, we major, it's soul flavor. Evident to my neighbors, eloquent in my nature. Omnipresent, calm and cool, using my presence as a tool with unlimited potential. The mind stays instrumental to be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Yeah, you need to be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Cause we're on Itch FM with the crew, like be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do. Yeah, and we gotta live, and we got my mind in the trap star in the studio too. So be what you want to be, do what you wanna do, be what you want to be, yeah. And that's all I'm doing for you, like be what you want to be, yeah. Captain Cole, what to do, like be what you want to be, yeah. And we're on Instagram, what you know about the crew. RIC to FLO music, get at me, and this is how we do it on the off the top of the head to the MIC. You better know it's freestyle off the top of the mind. You better know I'm in Jungle Brown and bring it every time. And it's like this, cause I don't do rhyme, but yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. I was getting into the zone.
Yeah. You should play it again, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, let's get into one. Yeah, banging.
So guys, the actual tune doesn't say superheroes. You're a superhero too, but you know what I realized with foster care? The more I started to deep the government, the industry, blah, 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 there's a lot of statistics that are awful about foster kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
literally,
actually ask you something.
3% go to uni, you know.
Why is that?
Like,
in your opinion,
25% of, like, even higher are prostitutes. Like, the third of prisons are from care. Like, lost kids from care, and just the statistics are so mad. So it's like, And when I say lost kids, it's not even a disrespect. Like, I feel like a lost boy. I feel like Peter Pan. But what I'm trying to say is, like, when you know them statistics, but on the flip side, when you know superheroes are adopted, fostered, orphans, it's like, yo, change the narrative. Say that don't necessarily say that superheroes, but let them know that, look, Superman was an orphan. Matilda, whoever you want to say, Spider-Man, like all of these people, they didn't have parents like the conventional sense of family.
Yeah.
So if that narrative gets told more in the mainstream, then they've got hope, because they don't need to look at me. They could just be like, yo, the superheroes that I used to watch in Marvel comics and that, they haven't got parents.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You know, so when you so that's my sort of thing. It's like, I didn't know that back then, but now I know it now. It's like, by any means necessary.
So like, what was different with you coming from the same, like you're saying, all the statistics?
I don't know. I don't know, but I would say that my foster parents are still my family to this day.
Yeah.
Like, beyond me being out of care, they show me unconditional love to the extent where it's like I didn't even leave the system. Like, there was no system. It's like, you come into our house, you're welcome here till
part of the family,
you're part of the family. Simple. So it's like, if there's more unconditional love shown, if there's more hugs shown, if there's just like, I care about you beyond getting money, the industry will be there'll be a whole nother ball game. But if it's just like a little side hustle, then you're in it for the wrong reasons. And I think a lot of people are in it for the wrong reasons.
Do you think that, I was going to say, do you think there are a lot of people that are out there like just
of course, it's like, what, can I just sit at home, watch EastEnders and like get a bit of money for looking after some poor kid? Why not? Of course, there's a lot of that. But that's the thing, like, when you hear the statistics, you know even more that I didn't even know the message was as big of what I was doing until I met young people and they're like, oh, I don't know what's going to be like when I leave care. I don't know about my future. When kids start talking like that and they have no family, it's like the knife crime epidemic. It's like, all right, cool. Schools mash up, communities mash up, homes mash up. If homes mash up out of all things, it's destruction.
Going wrong,
It's just madness. So it's like, when you know that, it's like, okay, cool. This is quite obvious. Make sure you keep on. Don't fuck up and like close down the youth clubs.
Yeah.
Like, make sure you got school teachers that actually say like,
it's
you're
mad
the one.
Though, isn't it? It's mad though, isn't it? Because like obviously you've got knife crime going on in a minute and whatnot, and it's been pretty up there.
Pretty heavy,
and then this, you see, like anytime you see people on the news or anything like that, they don't understand it, do they? They don't get it. It's just like, okay, let's put them in prison. Let's put the age lower. Let's do, let's make sure we increase stop and search. It's like, well, all right, that to a certain extent, but what really is that gonna actually achieve? Like really, like when I was a kid, like I knew kids around me that used to, like I didn't even come from ghetto or nothing like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear what you're
saying. Used to know people like because it's fashionable, carry a knife around because it's fashionable, and it's like if you haven't got a role model there to say, no, actually, mate, that's not fashionable. That's actually pretty damn stupid. Like, what are you gonna do? And like you said, there's nothing for kids to do now, is there?
Exactly. And the thing is, the government, you'd like to think they're smart because they're the ones that are running the country. Right? So it's like, if they're smart enough, exactly, they know what's going on and they don't care.
Yeah.
Or they're just clueless and they're like, put more police and they think they're gonna solve the problem.
Yeah.
That's dead.
Yeah.
Like, we need youth clubs. We need like teachers that are like, yo, you're gonna be Steve Jobs. We need like help in the community. Like, we need like, if there's the disruptive we just need help in the community. It's like, it's actually quite simple. I don't know why. I don't understand why there's so much talk about it. It's just like, yo, cut down youth clubs. What's the result?
Yeah, exactly.
Where
the kids gonna go?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I'm not being. Yeah, you could take away the thing they're gonna do, and then what like, I ain't being funny. Believe it or not, I was actually young once as well. Like, I didn't have much to do, so I went and caused trouble. Do you know
exactly.
what I mean? I grew up
and
out
Piers
of it.
Morgan chatting shit about black this, black that. It's not even a black thing. It's just a poor.
Don't even talk about Piers Morgan. Do you know what I mean? I'm not being funny. Like, even people that like Piers Morgan really listen to him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a gutter, isn't he? Anyways, right. We're on Itch FM, like one of the pioneering UK hip hop station. Not talking about Piers Morgan over here, right? Maybe a little bit, yeah. Because
keep it music.
We're gonna roll on through again, yeah. Nah, man, it's good conversing, though, right? You're gonna do something else for us, then?
What do you want? What you want, like an exclusive?
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Which one you gonna go for?
That Flames from Cole beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? I've been itching, as I said. I've been
ironically, yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that too. Yeah, entendres all day. But with this tune, it's like no one's heard me on what I'm on recently, so it's like, you know what? This is it's about fire in the booth times. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the levels. Wretch 32, Chipmunk. That's the levels.
Ain't got nothing on you yet.
Nah, you know I'm improving. Yeah, HFM, you know what it is. Shit. Listen, more bonding than a Flintstone. When I'm in a rubber, I'll show you what's lit though. Ladder yabba dabba, you don't want the club full. Solid with the knuckles, I box the light out of your disco. Somewhere over the rainbow, fallen angel with a halo. Bouncing around the block like J-Lo. I call it home sweet home like Kano. The bullet boy in the corner. I don't wanna usher D into disorder. Oh no, I demand respect. Cut out the middleman, come direct. Who's bonkers? Can't confess. Molly with the art like West. Twisted fantasies, Adam's family living lavishly, wanting anarchy. Yes. Moving like Warhol, most definitely reflection eternal. This black star is so virgin. These memories you can't personal. Fade away, fade away. Nah, we here to stay. This bad boy with a revolt. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. More Arnold than Stallone, but when I'm in the rubble, I'm the Donny like the young Apollo. You follow 90s, baby. TV raised me, but now I don't own a TV. Only look up on the PC. Self-development, TV license can't see me. These torrents are too easy. As long as got 4G, Wi-Fi, Mac, I'm carefree. Google like this Black Mirror scary. I broadcast myself, you can't air me. Dead the hype, go gossip to fairies. Tighter than Mary. Bobby Dick fixated by the bird box. In a quiet place, brother, can't stop. Sorry to bother you, but fuck off. Mad Max is coming in abundance. Popping like Warhol, most definitely reflection eternal. This black star is so virgin. These memories you can't personal. Fade away, fade away. Nah, we here to stay. This bad boy with a revolt, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. More Game Boy than Atari, more weekend than party. Next door there's Boy George on the ocean with Sharky. Playboy, I'm Carty, with a new gen snorting Charlie. Chatting shit like fuck my life, I need wings like Armani. Flow fashion, I sway, synchronized like JK. Carving my own lane, this life of Pablo, you can't gay. Hey, like paint on a canvas, invisible to your camera. Green screens and our mobile dreams, now you're talking my language. Hey, popping like Warhol, most definitely reflection eternal. This black star is so virgin, these memories you can't personal. Fade away, fade away, nah, we here to stay. This bad boy with a revolt, it's a new dawn, it's a new way, man. Yeah. Look, we'll mess up in the middle, but it's all good. All live in effect.
We'll guard the ending of that. Yeah, I was just getting into it. You know? I mean, it's like, oh, stop.
Big up to the Last Skeptic on that one. That was the Last Skeptic beat. He's worked with Koji Radical and all sorts of like wavy artists.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll play another couple of tracks, like just some randomers, see what you think of that. Yeah, and then maybe we'll get Livy Tears and we'll have a little chat in amongst us. You know, shout your social medias quick.
Yo, Ric Flo music, that's RICFLO music on all the platforms. Hit me up, let me know if you're feeling what I said, let me know if you've got an opinion on what I said, and let's just have a conversation. That's what hip hop's about, it's about the community, so hit me up.
Yeah, cool, man.